We are now just 21 days until the election.
And tonight, the candidates looking to represent Utah's 2nd congressional district in Washington faced off on the debate stage.
I hope you have seen in the short time I've had in Congress that I am willing to work long hours, to put in hard days, showing up for you, making sure you feel heard and represented on the federal level.
I came home to fight for rural Utah because I am rural Utah. I have spent more time on dirt roads and in the wilderness in this state than every other federal candidate in this election cycle combined.
All right, so did their claims hold up to the KSL Truth Test? KSL investigator Daniela Rivera joins us right now with a fact check. Daniela?
Well, tonight's debate was civil and cordial, with the two candidates sharing their ideas and policy positions. We only truth test their statements of fact. We start tonight with a claim from Congresswoman Celeste Malloy.
I was in downtown Salt Lake City today, and I saw a pro-Hamas display in downtown Salt Lake City, and it said, it had pictures and said these people were murdered by Israel.
Our team asked after the debate why Malloy described the display as pro-Hamas.
It's right in front of the Salt Lake City building, and I think if you see it, you'll know why it's pro-Hamas. It says we support Hamas.
We came out to see the display for ourselves. We did find posters with photos and the words "murdered by Israel," as well as posters calling to free Palestine. But we have not found any signage that suggests support for Hamas.
We also reached out to the mayor's office. A spokesperson told us he hadn't seen or heard of any pro-Hamas materials on Washington Square. We found Malloy's claim of a pro-Hamas display in Salt Lake City to be false. In response to a question about public lands, Democrat Nathaniel Woodward said this.
Now, I live in Carbon and Emery counties. Over 90% of these two counties are owned by the BLM or other federal organizations.
According to Emery County, approximately 80% of its land is managed by the feds. Carbon County says in this resource management plan that 49% is federally administered. After the debate, Woodward said he recalled the Bureau of Land Management giving the 92% statistic in a meeting last year.
They gave us the facts and figures combining Carbon and Emery County.
But information from the counties indicates significantly less than 90% of the county's combined land is federally owned. So we found Woodward's statement false. And Malloy said this when discussing the idea of term limits for members of Congress.
The good news is that the average tenure of a House member is about 8 years.
According to this Congressional Research Service report updated last month, the average length of service for representatives at the beginning of the 118th Congress was 8.5 years, and for senators, 11.2. We found Malloy's claim about the average term in the current House of Representatives true.
Debates for statewide races and our KSL Truth Test continue this Thursday. We'll air the debate for Congressional District 3 right here on KSL 5 News at 6, and a truth test following. That's Thursday night at 10. Mike and Deanie.
All right, Daniela, thank you for that. Coming up.